In the kingdom of Fiore is a famous wizard's guild. Its members have an incredible power and skill with magic, only beaten by their inescapable penchant for collateral damage. Which, now that I think about it, probably makes them more infamous than anything else. But either way, you know what? I think I've got what it takes. Yeah, I've definitely got what it takes to be a wizard. Look. Oh yeah! Check that out. I'm gonna be in Fiore. While my flame sorcery might not quite be up to par just yet, there is one wizard in Fairy Tail who commands the flames as if they were an extension of his body, kinda like how they teach you how to use a tennis racket. He eats flames too. Of course, I'm talking about none other than the salamander himself, Natsu Dragneel. He's hitched a ride straight from Fiore to the kingdom of my flat, courtesy of none other than Good Smile Company and the sculpting talents of Urata-kun. I just hope he didn't get too travel sick on the way. Aww. I've been a fan of Fairy Tail since the anime started airing, so it would be very easy for me to turn around and say that this figure is totally badass on that grounds alone. But no, sheer obnoxious fanboyism aside, this scale figure is jaw-droppingly good. The fact that he and the other GSC Fairy Tail figures are 1/7 scale have thrown a few people off though. I only have a handful of those kind of figures myself, but personally, I'm not all that bothered. If you're really that worried that he won't look good next to your 1/8, then just don't put him there. It's pretty mind-blowing how good this guy's sculpt is, and I'm particularly impressed by the details on his face and mouth. The hair and scarf are very well done as well, and you can even do the well-known trick of pulling Natsu's head off in order to remove the scarf if you wanted to. Wait a sec, is that a chocolate smudge I can see on his neck? Was someone at the factory scoffing a cheeky Twix when they should have been working on my Natsu figure? Oh wait, no, fear not, it's just the scar that Natsu gave himself, depicted in a very realistic manner. We'll just ignore the fact that the kind of injury that would cause a scar like that would be incredibly life-threatening. I mean, we are talking Shounen after all. I think the only major thing that I could find in terms of criticism would be regarding the arms. While they still have the same awesome level of sculpting and detail as the rest of the figure, including this wristband, the awesome definition on the fists, and the Fairy Tail logo, which I've always wanted as a tattoo myself, it's far too obvious that these arms come away from the rest of the body. With the rest of this figure being so seamless, the areas where the arms connect to the shoulders stick out like a pair of sore thumbs. Or shoulders. However, the reason that they do this is a pretty important one, because, check it out, the jacket is completely removable, so if you wish, you can have him show off his muscular manliness in full view, both front and back. It is an impressive sight to behold, and an eternal reminder that I need to go back to the gym. Oh, no, get off, go away! Moving down a bit further to the lower half of this figure, and I'm going to find it pretty difficult to not just repeat what I've already said. From the folds and shading on his baggy trousers, to the detail and simple effects like his belt buckle, even his tootsies look, everything is just, oh, sublime. There are a couple of instances of paint run over on the belt and the golden yellow trim on his clothes, but they're barely noticeable unless you get your head right up in his business. And now for the fun part. You see, I wasn't really summoning magical fire out of my hand earlier, I had you all fooled, didn't I? The truth is, that's the one accessory that Natsu gets, and it's all he needs. The thing that I really like about this flame here is that you have the option of whether you want to use it or not, unlike some figures that don't offer that luxury. Not only that, but the flame comes apart and snugly attaches around Natsu's hand, making it really easy and, most important of all, secure. You can even see some of the details of Natsu's hand through the translucent fire, and that's banging. Now, I was going to do the whole touching my hand on the fire accessory and burning myself joke, but I've already done that twice before in previous videos, and I know that by this point you guys all expect more of me. Hell, who am I kidding? No you don't. Ah, bugger! Not again! Ending on the base, there's not really much to report as there isn't a whole lot to it. I mean, what else would you expect it to have besides the guild emblem? Other than that, it's simple and it's sturdy, and I'd always choose that any day over extravagant and wobbly. Now, I knew that this guy was going to be good when I ordered him, and I have not been disappointed in the slightest. Good Smile have done a brilliant job with Natsu here, and rendering him in this slightly larger scale gives him a great stature that really makes him stand out. Just look at him, he's so badass. I would say that he needed to come with a happy, but that would just be greedy. Karyu no Tekken! sheer obnoxious fanboyism aside, this scale figure is jaw-droppingly good. The fact that he and the other Good Smile Company fairy tale figures are one scale...